What's up, my internet friend? Welcome back. And previously we were able to do all this thing. So the major thing we achieved is that from henceforth you can just add a note by a click of a button, and you can equally add a note by choosing the colors you want, and it will automatically generate that note card for you. But when you look at this, you notice that we can't click it. This is our target, this is what we target to do, but you see that this guy have some kind of timestamp here with some button by the side, and on our own we want to make it a bit unique, different, and beautiful, more beautiful. I mean, very beautiful. And to achieve that, we need to focus on this agenda. So the first thing we want to do is to clean up our note a bit. How are we going to clean that up? We are going to create a new SM list or a new list page. Then we are going to delete some notes from that list page. So without further ado, let's get started. I'm going to open my PHPRad. Of course, I know all of you can do that. So you open your PHPRad, go to notes, open the project we are working on. You can come over here, select the project. My own project is Ajax Note. Select it and open it up, and it's going to load something like this for you. Then you continue work from there. Preview it first of all, and you go back to the pages, note, list page. Inside this list page, we are going to, what are we going to do? I don't know. We are going to come over here. Let's remind ourselves the agenda. It looks like I've forgotten. We are coming to create new list page, and we want to delete some note from that list page. So to create new list page, just come over here and add new. Come down here and select list, add to sub page. You may like to add it to sub page, it doesn't matter. And you can call it SM list like this. SM list like this, and you add it just that. And now we can preview our work. Instead of typing Ajax _note /notes, we are going to remove this and say SM list. Alright, we view it. It says we don't have SM list. Well, we can go back, note /SM list. Look at the link very well. Ajax Note. Then we open the folder called note, which is this guy. Then inside this notes we have a new field, a new page called SM list. That's exactly what we have here. We type notes, then forward. Inside that note there's a page called SM lists, and we open it up. So we are going to see it as a pro. So from here you can you can do a whole lot of things you want to do. I'm going to go to the last one where we have multiple blue colors and delete it and say yes, and from there I will go to the second one and delete everything inside there up to 20 notes. Delete it. So we can now go back again, and we have limited notes. Alright, you can also go forward to the list page, and if you like you can delete everything we have here. Just delete it so that we can get a clean note. And notes, come back, so you can see that our note is empty, and from here we can add something. What happened? Okay, from here now we can add something, add more notes, add more notes, and more notes. So that is it. I'm super excited at this point. So we have cleaned a lot of things up, and our note is cleaned up now. So we've created a new SM list, we've deleted some notes, so we've achieved this cleaning up of our work. So let's move down to customize note card. The first thing we want to customize here is to add more colors to our plate. I believe anybody can do that. Should we skip it? I will add just one more color, and that color is indigo. Alright, so I'll call it indigo. Copy V. I'll call this color indigo. Okay, now the color should be indigo as well, indigo. Or we can use RGBA, where we will have the red will be a bit high, we'll make it 140. Then the green will be let's the green be 86, okay? And the blue, we don't need a here, the blue will be high as much as 140 as well. So indigo, the color of this indigo will be white, the test color will be white. All right, so we can come down to our note list where we added these things. Remember where we added this color notes thing? We just highlight something like this, copy it and paste it here. Call it indigo, and call this one to indigo, and over here should be indigo, just like that, and you preview it. So when we open this guy up, we get that indigo. All right, and the indigo thing just came down for us. You can go on and add more colors to your note as you wish or as you want to have it. You don't have a problem. The next thing again, you can also add a white note card, but this white, you need to add something. Let me show you. You can call this thing white like this. And inside this white, the background color will be white, the text color will be black, so that it will be more uniform. Black. Now we need to highlight it. You can make it a border solid, border width to be 1 pixel. And remember, we have given a border pixel of 0 with these properties. Okay, so giving it 1 pixel is not bad. All right, so we can come down here and over here paste this thing down again, and I'm sorry, we can paste this guy and we call it white. Okay, we call it just white like this, and we preview it. Now when we add this, I don't know if you can notice the white. When you click on it, it adds that white with some kind of border around it. We can let's do this border 1 pixel solid, RGBA 0.1. I'm sorry, 1 2 3. All right, okay, so that we can have effect around this guy too. All right, so you can see that white from here, so you can add a white note. Okay, while adding other colors, you can add a white note. You save this guy. All right, so what next are we going to do now? What next? What are we missing? What haven't we done? What have we left undone? Well, let's go to our agenda so that we know the next thing to do. So we've added the more colors, and at this point we are going to add a timestamp, and after adding timestamp we are going to link our note and after linking our note, we are going to set the holder to be display flex. It's going to make this video long, but there's no problem, it's already 8 minutes. Okay, let's start with the timestamp. But let's start with the timestamp on our note list. This is this timestamp. We make the display to be none. At this point, we are going to make the display to be relative dates, just like that. Preview it. So as you can see, the date here, it says the date it has come and we may okay, let's preview this. Don't worry, you don't have to worry yourself much. So we have added the timestamp. So the next thing again we want to do is to add link to the note card. After that, we set the holder to something else. Okay, so let's link this card so that when we click on it, it's going to link us somewhere. It's going to be hard for us to achieve. At this point, we have to go custom. I wish there is PHPRad gives us that option to link a field to something, but they didn't. So I'm going to go custom. I'm going to refresh this, yes, and I'm going to add a function here. Okay, I'm going to come over here where we add, let me make it big, over here, or edit in Windows. I'm sorry, it's not that nice for us. Okay, so we restore this, come back here, edit in Windows. I want to change editor theme. I want it to be Well, let's just go like this. There's no problem with that. So locate this note holder. Okay, inside this note holder, remember we added this thing, and we added it inside classes. Okay, you can decide to break it down so that you understand that all this is class. From here up to this point is class. So we can add another one that says on click, and this on click we want to do href. Okay, we are going to use JavaScript to achieve this. Okay, it's more of code. So on this href we want to print link, we want to print something. Okay, we want to put some PHP code inside here. PHP, I'm sorry, we can say PHP print link, and the link we want to print now is we want to view it, right? So we can just quickly type view, we can just type notes, and we want to view it, and we want to view this record. So record ID, that is it. href PHP print link, that is it. So now at this point we are done for the main time. We preview it. You're not going to notice any wonderful thing, all right? Even when you click on it, it's not going to work. So we need to create that JavaScript function, and this is the function. We'll come down here and we'll type function, and the name of our function is href, remember, and these are href have some link inside it, which is URL link. That's why I typed u inside it. So we are going to call window, and we want this window to locate Windows location to be equal to whatever we have. This is the u. All right, so we hit OK, we preview it. Now when you hit on this guy, it's going to link us to that particular note. Isn't that amazing? It says new danger note because it's danger color. What about this one? New brown note, that is 69. That is beautiful. All right, so as you can see, we have that link option working for all of them. That is very brilliant. So the next thing again we are going to do is just to look inside our agenda and know that we have set the link, we've added the timestamp. What about this one? We want to set holder to be display flex. The reason for this guy is because of here. When you click on this one, it doesn't link you, so it's more advantage to us because it's more of correcting our mistakes. All right, so now our note is much advanced than what we have here. So the timestamp, when you look at it, is located down here. Okay, so how are we going to achieve that? We will come over here, we'll come down here. Let me open this in Windows. So we'll come down here. Over here we have look at this, we have a div that hold our note, and we have another div that hold our timestamp. You don't even have to do anything here. We are going to set the display to flex, don't forget that. All right, so we can come over here that says note holder. We can set the display to be flex, this display flex, and we hit OK, preview it. So look at it, has distort our thing. It has put everything on a flex on a row direction. So that's what we want to correct. It's because of this flex display, but we're not going to remove the display flex. Right, we are going to set the flex direction to be colon like this, and we hit OK and we preview it. We have restored something. All right, we've restored something. Then after that, we want to justify the content space between. All right, we can come here and say justify content space between, like this. Justify content space between. I don't know if you're between, maybe there's an error, it should pick, but whatever it is, let's see. Boom! Wow, that's beautiful. So as you can see, there is a space between this guy and this guy. We were able to achieve that thing because let me explain. This thing is possible because we use a flex display, and we make the flex direction to be colon, and we justify the content space between. You might do this thing and it won't work for you, because if you don't set a height of that card, you won't be able to achieve this. So whenever you want to use this method I did, you make sure that you have set a fixed height. If you type something like this, min height, it's not going to work. Minimum height, as you can see, it doesn't work, because that minimum height isn't a specific height of the card. It's more of a range. So you have to make sure that you set the height to be 200, or just set the height to a given size before you can have that space in between thing. Then the next thing again you may like to do is that you may like to have this thing small. You may want it to be small in size. Let's open it up big here, come down here where we have our timestamp echo this thing. Inside this class we can say small like this, hit OK, preview it. Now it's going to look small when you open it. So that is it for today. We are going to save our project, go back, save our project, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. I have to attend to this call, it's very urgent.